Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Mrs. Parkinsonina, and today I'm on a mission to share something extraordinary with you. Are you ready today's class? Let's go. Come with me on this journey through time and science. Did you know that Parkinson's disease was first described more than 200 years ago? Yes! 2 entire centuries separate the first report from what we know today. In 1817, a British doctor named James Parkinson walked through the streets of London and noticed something unusual. Some of his patients had a peculiar tremor. They walked slowly. Their hands shook even when they were still, but their minds remained clear and sharp. Curious, he decided to study them. He wrote down every detail, every pattern, every symptom he observed. That work became a short book called An Essay on the Shaking Palsy. And with those pages, he unknowingly changed the history of medicine forever. What began as a small tremor in London became one of the biggest challenges in modern neurology. And the most surprising part is how far science has come and how much further it can still go. Let's go back to where it all started. James Parkinson didn't have MRI machines, no lab tests, no computers, no data. He had only his eyes, his hands, and his mind. He noticed that symptoms appeared slowly. They started on one side of the body and gradually moved to the other. But even when movement failed, thought remained intact. That was revolutionary. In the early 1800s, most neurological diseases affected both body and mind. Parkinson realized this one was different. A disorder of movement, not intellect. But for decades, his discovery was ignored. Only in 1860 did another great scientist, Jean-Martin Charcot, pick up his work again. Charcot studied new cases, refined the descriptions, and gave the condition a new Parkinson's disease. That's how neurology was born. Through observation, curiosity, and courage. The story of Parkinson is, in many ways, the story of human progress in understanding the brain. As time went on, scientists wanted to look deeper. What was happening inside the brain? Why did people lose control of their movements? Then came a discovery that changed everything. Researchers found that a small region called the substantia nigra was damaged in patients with Parkinson's. This area is responsible for producing dopamine, the chemical that helps neuromodulation of movements. When the dopamine neurons, producers, were damaged, the brain lost the capacity to neuromodulation. That's what causes tremors, stiffness, and slowness. And this was a game changer. For the first time, science had a clear target. In the 1960s, researchers discovered a compound called levodopa, capable of crossing blood-brain barrier and restoring dopamine levels. The results were breathtaking. People who could barely move began walking again. Speech returned. Lives were transformed. It wasn't a cure, but it was a miracle of chemistry. The dawn of modern treatment for Parkinson's disease. After that, science aimed higher. Relief wasn't enough anymore. Researchers wanted to understand and repair the cause. That's when new therapies appeared. Physiotherapy, speech therapy, exercise, nutrition, and psychology all working together. Technology gave science a new vision. Neuroimaging showed live brain activity. Genetics revealed that around 10 to 15% of cases are inherited. Then came a huge leap. Deep brain stimulation, or DBS. Small electrodes are placed in the brain to neuromodulation of movements. Many call it a pacemaker for the brain. And now, science is exploring the gene therapy, new ways to regenerate neurons, and maybe one day reverse the disease itself. The dream isn't just to treat Parkinson's, it's to change its destiny. Researchers discovered a fascinating link between the gut microbiome and the brain. Some believe Parkinson's may start there, in the intestines, long before the brain shows any damage. Foundations like the Michael J. Fox Foundation are leading this movement, funding studies uniting scientists, patients, and caregivers around the world. Every study, every data point brings us closer to a breakthrough. The message is, we are not just fighting Parkinson's, we're redefining it. But you might be wondering, what does all this mean for you? It means knowledge is power. Understanding the history of Parkinson's gives us strength to face it. Today, when you know what's happening inside your body, fear turns into awareness, and awareness turns into action. The future of Parkinson's isn't only written in laboratories, it's written by people who care, who learn, and who share. From James Parkinson's notebook to genetic labs powered by AI, this story has been built by human hands and human hearts. 200 years of mistakes, discoveries, and courage have led us here. And what comes next depends on all of us. So if you want to understand Parkinson's with more clarity and less fear, you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with someone who needs hope. Because information is the first treatment, and hope is the fuel that moves every discovery. See you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.